How often do we question the validity of the Copernican principle, the idea that humans are not privileged observers of the universe? Yet does this principle truly stand up to the scrutiny of modern scientific understanding, particularly when viewed through the lens of quantum mechanics? The Copernican principle, named after the astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus, is widely accepted by the scientific community. Wikipedia defines the Copernican principle as such. In physical cosmology, the Copernican principle states that humans on the Earth or in the solar system are not privileged observers of the universe. The late Stephen Hawking succinctly summarized the implications of the Copernican principle for humans as such. The human race is just a chemical scum on a moderate-sized planet orbiting around a very average star in the outer suburb of one among 100 billion galaxies. We are so insignificant that I can't believe the whole universe exists for our benefit. And although the Copernican principle is held to be unquestionably true by the vast majority of scientists today, the fact of the matter is that the Copernican principle was never established as a scientific fact by empirical evidence. As Philip Ball noted in his article titled "The Tyranny of Simple Explanations," it is often claimed that by the 16th century, this Ptolemaic model of the universe had become so laden with these epicycles that it was on the point of falling apart. Yet, historian of astronomy Owen Gingerich has dismissed the common assumption that the Ptolemaic model was so epicycle-heavy that it was close to collapse. Even Stephen Hawking himself admitted, so which is real, the Ptolemaic or Copernican system? Although it is not uncommon for people to say that Copernicus proved Ptolemy wrong, that is not true. The real advantage of the Copernican system is simply that the equations of motion are much simpler in the frame of reference in which the Sun is at rest. And as Fred Hoyle stated, today we cannot say that the Copernican theory is right and the Ptolemaic theory wrong in any meaningful physical sense. In short, there simply is no experimental evidence in science that has ever established the Copernican principle as being undeniably true. Enter quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics itself directly challenges the claim that humans are not privileged observers of the universe. As Richard Conn Henry, professor of physics at Johns Hopkins University, stated, "It is more than 80 years since the discovery of quantum mechanics gave us the most fundamental insight ever into our nature. The overturning of the Copernican revolution and the restoration of human beings to centrality in the universe." Even the late Steven Weinberg, an atheist, stated, "In the instrumentalist approach of quantum mechanics, humans are brought into the laws of nature at the most fundamental level. The instrumentalist approach turns its back on a vision that became possible after Darwin, of a world governed by impersonal physical laws that control human behavior along with everything else." As well, Anton Zeilinger, who won a Nobel Prize for his work in quantum mechanics, stated, "What we perceive as reality now depends on our earlier decision what to measure," which is a very, very deep message about the nature of reality and our part in the whole universe. We are not just passive observers. Andrew Truscott, a professor of quantum science, and via his delayed choice experiment with atoms, has even stated that at the quantum level reality does not exist if you are not looking at it, a statement that directly contradicts the Copernican principle. Likewise, the violation of Leggett's inequality in quantum mechanics found that reality does not exist when we're not observing it. In summary, while the Copernican principle suggests that humans are insignificant, it was never established as being true by scientific evidence, but was simply accepted as being true because it was simpler than the Ptolemaic model. Moreover, quantum mechanics, via empirical evidence, directly challenges this view, placing humans at the center of the universe. Far from being chemical scum, as the late Stephen Hawking described us as being per the Copernican principle, quantum mechanics itself strongly suggests that humans are far more significant in this universe than the Copernican principle has falsely led many people, including many top scientists, to believe. In science, empirical evidence is supposed to have the final say, and as far as our best empirical evidence from quantum mechanics can tell us, humans are indeed privileged observers in this universe, and therefore, as far as empirical science is concerned, the Copernican principle is now experimentally falsified.